Hi guys, this is Ray with PhoneArena. I'm at MWC 2014. What I'm taking a look right now is the LG G2 Mini. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to compare it to the HTC One here. So two very interesting handsets. Of course, the HTC One here is in a higher level, a higher class compared to the G2 Mini. But still, I think this is a pretty interesting comparison, seeing that the One is such a popular smartphone and the G2 Mini is just a mini version of a flagship and has just come out. At least it's been unveiled. So let's see how these two handsets compare. Now, in terms of design, it's obvious that the G2 Mini sticks to the same design language as on the G2. Very narrow bezels, very minimalist approach here, which makes it very compact. At the same time, though, interestingly, it features a 4.7-inch screen, so it's managed to fit this screen in such a compact form factor. And the One, which, as you can see, is a bit bigger, definitely taller, probably not really a lot wider, but still bigger. It also has a 4.7-inch screen here. Let's check out the back sides. On the G2 Mini, of course, we have LG's signature rear keys for volume and power control. There's also a 13-megapixel camera here, which we guess won't be anything special, but it's still probably going to be noticeably better than the 4-inch ultra-pixel snapper here on the HTC One. We're really looking forward to HTC refreshing its flagship and radically improving the camera. But anyway, in terms of build quality, at least the HTC One is the much more stylish, much more expensive feeling handset. The G2 Mini is just, it has that basic plastic on the back, so it's really nothing major here. As I said, the HTC One, it's noticeably bigger, and still the two handsets feature 4.7-inch displays. But the one on the One is much higher quality. It's an IPS screen with 1080p resolution, whereas the G2 Mini has just a 540 by 960 pixel resolution. It's Quad-Core HD, so legibility is actually pretty decent on it. I've checked it out, and it seems that everything is pretty easy to read and see, though of course it's far from the 1080p clarity here on the One. It's a way more high quality display here. In terms of chipset inside, the HTC One is probably going to be noticeably better than the G2 Mini. There are two versions of the G2 Mini. In some markets it's going to come with a 1.7 gigahertz Tegra processor. We don't know which one yet, probably Tegra 4, but I really doubt it. It's going to be something really mid-range in this department. And in other markets it's going to have a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor by Snapdragon. Some of the reps here seem to think that it's going to be an S4. If so, it's really last year, or I guess last 2 years stuff, something like that. But it seems to be moving swiftly enough, probably thanks to the lower resolution. You see, lag is really minimal here. Of course, we don't have accounts and stuff like that set up here, but performance shouldn't be an issue with this phone. Now, I already told you guys about the cameras. Both handsets are running with Android 4.4 KitKat, but on the HTC we have the Taiwanese company's much more, mature-looking user interface. It's like, probably the only user interface for Android that's actually fit for for grown people. The G2 Mini has LG's typical custom user interface, same as on the G2. Very colorful, very customizable, also packed with all kinds of features. And the new one here is, now there was knock-on on the G2, which allowed you to wake up the screen by doing a double tap. But with the G2 Mini and the new G Pro 2, LG is introducing knock code, which adds a security aspect to this feature. So you can set different patterns of areas where you can knock on the screen, and that's what's going to unlock it and wake up the screen. So right now the pattern is this one, or something close to it. Let me see, it doesn't really, it doesn't get it right all the time. So we'll have to see if that feature is really worth all the highlighting done by LG here. And that's it, guys. That was just a quick hands-on, an early comparison between the LG G2 Mini and the HTC One. If you'd like to learn more, of course, you're free to check us out at PhoneArena.com.